Ladies and gentlemen, today, you fellows join me in this 2026 Mercedes-Benz GLA 250. With a 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder pushing 221 horsepower, 8-speed dual clutch transmission, and all-wheel drive. Yes, 0 to 60 comes in a good 6 seconds, so maybe not the quickest thing, but it's a Mercedes. It's gonna be comfortable. And it does look very nice. May not be the quickest and most fun drive out there, but my god, this thing is pretty handsome. It is pretty chilly out here in Canada, so we had a car with all-wheel drive, but this is what we're driving today. Handsome little bugger. Competes with the BMW X1 and the X2, so nowhere near performance wise close to that really. But the thing is, if you really want more power and more performance, I would recommend go to the AMG route, the GLA 350 AMG with 300 plus horsepower. But let's go for a quick little drive, because it is freezing out here. And classic Mercedes fashion, my heated seats are gonna be over here, so I'm gonna turn that on, adjust my seats. Now, yes, this is what you get when you don't have an AMG. Nothing is really automated. We have to do all this by hand. Now, Prindle, let's go for a drive. We're gonna instantly put this into dynamic mode and just see how she does. We have paddle shifters, so I expect good things from our DCT. Okay, that just came up by itself. I don't understand why people say this thing is not fun to drive. It's really peppy. It's very enjoyably peppy, and the DCT is just very, very quick. I love it. Come on, like, it's actually enjoyable. I can just lock in and enjoy driving this on windy roads. And it's quick, it's peppy. Not powerful in any way, shape or form, but I can just simply enjoy driving this thing around. We'll do a quick little light acceleration. 3, 2, 1. Huh. Very, very peppy. I just can't get over how quick the DCT in this thing is. And in sport mode, it tries its best to be snappy, aggressive. Though it's not as aggressive as I would really like it to be, but it has that little oomph when you're accelerating, which I really do not mind. It's nice to have a little bit of charisma in a little hatchback like this. It may not be the quickest thing out there, it may not even be the most expensive thing out there, but I just like driving it. It's a nice place to be. And if you decide to chill out for a bit, we're gonna go into comfort. And this is where the car strives, shows off the most. Because in this setting, we're just cruising. Comfort is to the max. I'm just gliding over all of these imperfections on the road, and I'm enjoying myself. This one also is a mild hybrid. As you can see, we are charging our battery as we are driving, so if you're not constantly stepping on it, you would get very, very good gas mileage. Again, it's a 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder. We are gonna get good gas mileage either way. And we have a pretty gigantic touchscreen right here that does take some time to get used to, because I do have to reach out and touch it. But let me get my massaging seats on just to massage me. Yes, for an entry level we get massaging seats. Mercedes is just on a different level when it comes to comfort, and I can feel my seat moving around and just adjusting me, getting me comfy. and just keeping my body loose and limber. Come on, that is the best. The BMW is gonna be more sporty, 100%. The Audi may be slightly more practical, but the Mercedes is just in a different league when it comes to comfort. And I wouldn't have it any other way, to be honest. But the thing I love about Mercedes is that even though they put so much emphasis on comfort, drop it back into sport mode, you guys saw my head jerk back. It's a fun car that will let me tear up corners as it massages my butt. Like, no other car company is doing stuff like this right now. And I love Mercedes for doing this. It's just, mwah. I can't hate on it. There is no reason to hate it. This is the thing. These entry levels do such a good job at introducing you to the brand. Like, again, this is a GLA 250. Arguably, some would say one of the most boring Mercedes out there, but it does a very, very good job at introducing you to the brand that is Mercedes, and makes you wanna buy an AMG. And when you get to that AMG, you'll get your first AMG, like, wow, maybe the C63S may be the right one for me. Maybe the S class may be one for me. Maybe even the G class or the G-Wagons would be perfect for me. It just builds up upon itself, making you realize that maybe I do need to spend a little bit more money now. And that's alright. That is what it's supposed to do. And I love it. That's the philosophy of these ones. Nothing fancy really, but you get so much cool details. Like, look at my screens. I get like 5 different screens. My favorite being sport, naturally. Like, that just looks proper in every way, shape and form. Now let's see if I do have my ambient lights. Let's see if I can find that quickly. Let's go into our settings, lights. Oops, wrong settings. Okay, so I can't seem to figure it out quickly enough, but that's like a little downside. I kind of miss the controls I would have down here, where I could easily just get from one side of the screen to the next. That was the best part for me. But since we're in sport mode, look at how engaging the screen is. Mercedes just has a way of figuring out how to make their screens work in a way that doesn't just make it look bah. It just looks nice. Very, very interactive. There's so many things to look at. There's so many somewhat moving parts. You look at your horsepower, you look at your pound-feet of torque, you can see your G-forces. Everything. The engine will recommend to you when to shift. There's just so much to it. I love this little bugger. This is the perfect hatchback Mercedes that is actually somewhat affordable, though you still have to pay that German tax, that luxury German tax, to say the least. But you enjoy it. You feel like your money is well spent. And yes, our brakes are phenomenal. Watch. It's like such a well-built little pocket rocket that I can't really hate. So enjoyable. It's just this car is a nice place to be. I don't need to say more. It's just a nice spot to be. Now let's say someone cuts me off in my 2026 GLA 250 when I honk the horn at them. 3, 2, 1. Horn test. It sounds more like a celebration. Like, this horn doesn't convey anger, it conveys joy. Listen to it. A way. Like, it's like a happy little bugger. It doesn't convey anger, it's just happy to be there. I love it. Ah, so enjoyable. Just fun. It's really just fun. And the paddle shifters may not have that satisfying click, but they're fun enough to just keep playing around with. Now, lower. Oh, beautiful. I love this thing. Anyway guys, this has been Morty in the 2026 Mercedes-Benz GLA 250. I reviewed the AMG version of this one, so watch that on my channel. You can really tell the difference in how much fun I had in that car. Take care guys, and peace.